toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Card. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So Oregon State's offense will get the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the BYU Cougars offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. It's a running room. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. To throw, it's Chadwick. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down was.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got his man quickly. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Here's the pressure. This time he's got his man. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, they just can't find any answers.
How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Back to pass. Steps away. Fires to the big fella. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Oregon State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Phillips. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Fires to the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Bring in the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Russell. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Beavers have pushed it inside the 20. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Beavers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beavers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Snagged in the middle. It's Bowers. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. That's caught. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in.
Touchdown, Oregon State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Kick is in the air. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Chadwick. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. On target over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense set on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Rush is on him. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Makes it past the marker. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Oregon State.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. With the catch, it's Black. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. The Beavers headed quickly to the line. Got his man. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Timeout.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something. Turning it on! Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Beavers can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Looking for a gap, it's Jackson. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able. That done. Incompletion on third down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grab near the sticks. It's Black. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense gets set for second down. He'll do it himself. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, the running back has it. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24. And the field goal unit is on the field. Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. They want that clock to run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive. Fires toward the end zone. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long, this one from the 44. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. BYU will bring the punt team on the field.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Got the first down and more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.